well done. Please, Hanson UK's Karen Wright. Please give her a hand.
Thank you. Okay, I think we've heard some consistent messages throughout all of the presentations today, and I'll try and build on those without recapping too much. We're all facing the same issues across the industry. We've talked about aging workforces, we've talked about predominantly male workers, and we've also talked about skill shortages. So what I'm going to do is share with you today some of the things that we've been doing in Hanson to actually help us on our journey. Some of the areas we've been focusing on are internal. So we've got our house in order, we've improved our succession planning processes, our performance management processes, our management development programs, all of which have been covered earlier on today. So the areas that I would really like to share with you are those that I think that you may get more benefit from. So the first of those is working on trailblazer development programs. We're now in the process, working with the industry on developing about half a dozen trailblazer programs that are fit for purpose for the industry. And those of you who have been involved in the levy, the apprenticeship development programs, will feel the pain that we've been going through. I'm really pleased to be able to say that the first program that has been approved for the industry is now live. So we now have a level 2 static and mobile plant apprenticeship program, which we're now, as an industry, is now available, and we're enrolling the first employees onto. So if you're interested in that, then please make contact with me later, or contact one of the 2 providers who are providing that at the moment, which is Mentor and MPQC. The rest of them are coming up behind, and we are working on them really diligently. Another program that you may be interested in is our new Inspiring Futures STEM program. Put your hand up if you have STEM ambassadors in your organizations already. Couple? Yeah, brilliant. So it's a well-established program. It is designed to get employers working with schools to educate teachers and the pupils on utilizing the STEM subjects. What we've done is taken that one step further, and as an industry, we have put together a program that actually builds on the STEM training with an additional module that actually trains the STEM ambassadors to make those links for the teachers and the pupils and their parents between the STEM subjects and the available career progressions and paths that are available in our industry. Now, that is fantastic. It means we're getting in early. It means that we're putting the seed of thought into their heads at a very early stage, and we're also promoting STEM. The first training session took place on the 23rd of November. The next training session, which is available to anybody from the industry, is on the 11th of December. I feel like I'm promoting MPQC here, but if you're interested, then please go onto the MPQC website and encourage your employees to do the same. And if you have STEM ambassadors currently who you would like to put through the industry program, then they can either spend the half-day session just on the additional training, or they can do a recap and they can attend the whole day. The last area, or the third area that I'd like to talk to you about, is our LEAD program. Now, this is a higher apprenticeship program that we developed with industry for industry in 2011. It's been running for a few years now, and it's been a phenomenal success. As well as Hanson employees, there are representatives from across the whole industry. It's a 3-year program which is run in conjunction with the University of Derby, and at the end of those 3 years, the higher apprentices graduate with a foundation degree. There is an opportunity for them to carry on another 2 years to top up right to a full honours degree. The great thing about this is that it is now covered by the apprenticeship levy. So for each learner, there is £27,000 from the levy that you can use towards their training and development. We have 48 employees that we currently have on programme or who have already been through the programme. That's just a snapshot from Hanson. There are many more who are going through the programme from our colleagues across the business. On the back of the success of that, we have board approval for a further 66 over the next 5 years. That's phenomenal. That's a great forward pipeline for us as an organisation. And our first 2 cohorts are already out in the business. They've taken up supervisory and management roles, and obviously we're now pushing through the next years as they go through, and there are plenty of opportunities for them as well. But don't just take my word for it. Let's listen to one of our current apprentices.
My name is Emily Burridge. I am the Concrete Technical Supervisor for the South West region. I am part of the Learning, Education and Development programme here at Hanson. We commonly refer to it as the LEAD programme. I started on it 11 months ago and I'm thoroughly enjoying every opportunity it throws at me. I am studying a degree at the University of Derby and it covers all aspects of the business, including concrete, asphalt and aggregates, and I'm learning a lot through everything that they send us. When you come out of A-levels, you have a lot of choices to make. I know a lot of people who chose to go to university, and I was certainly pushed that way, but I thought I'd step back for a bit and I'd look at the opportunities that were available, and Hanson had a brilliant opportunity for me in the LEAD programme, and it offered a way of learning that was completely unlike any I've ever seen. It offered a competitive wage alongside a company who is willing to support you through your education, and they'd help you to get a degree and hopefully go into management, which is something that I've always aimed to do.
Brilliant. We've got great plans for Emily when she graduates next year. So you've heard the benefits to one of our apprentices, but what are the benefits to Hanson? Well, it has, along with all the other initiatives that we're running, it has helped us to reduce the average age of our workforce, which is fantastic. It has allowed us to extend and expand on the talent pool that we have. We have some fantastic employees who already work for us, but this has given us an opportunity to have a package that we can go out and sell to youngsters to encourage them into the business. And of course, those fresh ideas and those new ways of thinking are fantastic for any business. In harnessing the enthusiasm and the hunger for learning of those apprentices, it really has impacted in a massively positive way on the current managers who are looking after them. And it's almost given them a fresh lease of life. So they're fully engaged, they're behind it, they're passionate, and they really want to help pass on their knowledge to these new people coming into the business. And in terms of ROI, it's expensive to support new individuals through the business. However, what we have found is that towards the end of year 1 and into year 2, these guys are actually coming to us with continuous improvement recommendations. They're seeing opportunities, they're making proposals, and they're actually encouraging managers to implement them in the business. Fantastic. Okay, so it hasn't gone completely smooth, so I thought I'd share my learnings with you so that if you want to start off, you can start off on a step above where we started. So the first thing I'd recommend is robust recruitment. So recruit for potential. This is really important, and throughout our whole recruitment process, we actually engage with the current lead trainees, and they are a part of our assessment panels on our assessment centres. Don't underestimate the amount of pastoral care that these youngsters need. They're predominantly post-A-level school leavers. They're 18, 19, the first time into a new job. So they really do need a lot of TLC, a lot of care, and a good support network around them. So we ensure that they have managers and mentors, and we also have the support of the pastoral care at the University of Derby as well. Historically, when we actually built the on-job programs, which are a massive part of the program, we designed them around the learning outcomes from the University of Derby. What we're now starting to do is look at the roles that these guys are going to be going into, and we've actually started to develop and design the programs around that. So it's a huge benefit, but it really works for us. These apprentices are so enthusiastic. You have to get on and harness that. So over and above the day-to-day jobs that they do, we utilize them to support projects. They represent the industry as ambassadors. They will all be signed up as STEM ambassadors. And as I've already mentioned, they're involved in the recruitment process. They're always looking for something to do. They've set up our social media network, which they regularly are tweeting and putting what's going on in their lives out in the social media. It's important to keep managers involved as well. The success of the program is only the sum of the effort that the manager puts into the program to support the individuals through. And the managers need to be involved right the way through the process. And I think the last point is really key, is accept that you will lose some. We've had great success rates in graduations. We have 95% of those who have been through the program and have completed are now in supervisory or management positions. However, unfortunately, they're not all in Hanson. But we accept that. That's the nature of the business, but they're going into industry. So it's a win-win situation. Thank you.